Hello, every folks, and good morning. It has been a hot minute, but we are back to the Nothing Burger. When we last left off, we were here, and generally speaking, the run was about to get way the hell easier, and then it just kind of went quiet for a while. So, a couple of reasons for this. Basically, stuff got busy, and generally speaking, the run kind of hit a point at that point, where it was like, I don't know, it was kind of in that weird timing situation where you're not quite feeling a particular run, but then you're also really feeling another run, and then you got like time to pick to choose one. So yeah. Anyway, here we are. We do run, we do thing. Let's get on with it here. So technically speaking, the more or less best way to go about it at this point would be to go and do some Farampa. We're not going to do Farampa at this second, but we are going to see what we actually have available on this team, because I barely remember. Alright, so looking at these guys, that guy doesn't even have skills. Let's go ahead and take you off for the moment, because I want to put Bicep Glory in here. It seems I didn't actually set up their skills last time. So let's set you up with some dash. Glare we might as well leave on there for the time being. Slap, I believe this is the leadening one, has it? Has a chance to... I really should just hit the button. Yeah, leaden and hobble, probably going to be pretty handy as far as offensive stuff goes. Constitution on him. And there we go. So that should be fine for him. So he's going to be up in the front-ish line. Let's see, we got you for preferably silencing in this case. We're going to want to go for some frontline recruiting. You're Beast Tamer at the moment. Why are you Beast Tamer at the moment? Probably should switch him to something else, actually. Like Fencer, because you can never go wrong with Fencer. Although I was planning to switch him over to Warrior for that Vigorous, which now would probably not be the worst time in the world to do that, because that's a really handy thing to have. Why did I have him as Beast Tamer? I think I was going to go Empower Beast with him, so I think what we're going to do is just go for the Empower. And then we'll figure out something else down the line, probably some Constitution for that little bit of extra health for the time being. So you're going to go right here. Let's see, Khmer, what's your deal? Berserk, hit, stab thing with knife. Goody. Tornado, you're still the fronty hitty guy. We got Mephild, still doing the shooty with the shorty bowie, and you got your longbow. I mean, this all seems pretty well standard and good to go. Let's do this. So yeah, I probably could go into Farampa, load up on zombies, what have you. I'm thinking maybe we'll hold off on that for the time being, maybe. The thing is, like, zombies don't count for KOs, so yeah. So we'll probably just wait for the moment. Probably switch this guy for different elements as time goes on. For the time being, it looks like he's still able to do some scratch, so that's fine. He's going to serve as a kind of crappy archer for the moment. You're going to go here for debuffs. We're going to do our same strategy as before of just kind of plugging up the center and attempting to go for some recruits here. Man, it feels super weird going back to Switch after the deck, like especially immediately switching over the different versions. Like, man, oh man, I cannot tell you how much better the deck feels. It's ridiculous. Okay. So you're not quite going to be reaching that far just yet. You're going to go here, go for the Empower. Hopefully we can get some Cyclops artillery going. And again, we'll probably do the whole... okay, we probably aren't going to be doing Farampa. I was thinking, like, one rule set that we could do is that it's technically not training or whatever else if you're all level capped or whatever anyway. Weapon skills are basically free in this version, so... I don't know. We'll see. This will be especially awkward if it starts spawning cards in that little gutterway, though. Be a bit of a problem. Hopefully it won't be a thing that happens. But, you do as you do, yeah? Okay, let's see. Knights go up here. Probably something like them lines. Probably you go down here. I think they're probably going to be running relatively slow for the moment. Probably don't have to worry too much about charging through. Probably attempt to go for some of those berserkers. Would be pretty handy to just have some heavier hitters along the sides. Gotta take out Kashua as soon as we can because she picked up a card. She has drawn aggro. She must die. At the very start, though, we're just probably going to start off with this Benum here because it's all we really got. So there we go. Do that. You are stunned. Why have you done this? Why have you picked up a card? You were just a terrible person, you know. And, you know, upwards and onwards from there. All right, so yeah, for anyone wondering, yeah, like why exactly there was no Nothing Burger for a while, I partially explained it earlier. But really, it's just wasn't really feeling it for a decent minute there. Not really because of any like challenge related to it. It's just more, I don't know. It's a very demotivating kind of run. Like the AI run, for example, you get those constant little trickles of like, oh look, this is, you know, here's a cool discovery there, here's a cool discovery here. With this one, it's literally just execution, just all the way through, and there's little that's actually being discovered as much as it's just like existing stuff being applied, if that makes sense. So yeah, just kind of leads to kind of an iffy, sort of very dry feeling, if that makes sense. So it kind of lost a bit of its luster. I'm kind of feeling it more at this point, so you know, we'll go there. Also, how she managed to hammer that one dude through a wall and he managed to parry it is just some amazing logic. But whatever. Oh, I love that. I love how some of these things work. All right, you want to breach? No, but as soon as we get that counter breach, we're definitely onto something. All right, you are not the thing that I thought you were. Okay, you go over here. Do you have the thingy with the hitty? Yes, you do. The knights are going to be fairly loyal. We're not going to try to go for them, but we are going to break them completely with that fear breach. You're just going to go for the heal here, and then probably position yourself up a little bit farther so that the warrior can actually back up. We're going to have the ranged units go ahead and break this guy completely. Don't really need any additional recruits at the moment. Oh, that's looking pretty good. That is some shenanigans. Fine. Fine. Just go ahead and deflect it. I mean, the archer will probably do about the same amount without the empower, but whatever. Still, it would have been nice to see, you know? Cash was just over there, still having all those points. Okay, so we're gonna throw the Tremendous out there, hopefully knock this guy backwards a little bit. Yeah, there we go, 354. But archers don't do damage, you guys. They hurt nothing. Alright. Do some short bow action on you. If it stuns, great. If not, don't care. You go ahead and berserkify this guy. Bam. That's him done and dealt with. So, at this point, the berserkers are something that we're going to want to try and recruit if we can. Man, it would be nice if this guy could get himself a card, but he cannot. Every time I say ninja, I'm like, oh man, it would be really cool for them to have access to that crit right now. But no. Alright, take our mighty here. In fact, we probably don't even need that many recruits going forward, all things considered. Like, right here, we can just push on through. There's for the rest of this chapter, there really isn't a whole lot that's going to threaten us too much. Let's go ahead and go for the big punch on this guy. Yeah, very blunt setup on Denim there, just fire on fire, going for that 10%. Let's see, do we have a heal on you if you decide to join? Because that's 11%. I'm just going to do the recruit first rather than attack. And oh, perfect. All right, cool. In that case, actually, shoot, I didn't even realize he'd be out of juice at that point. Okay, go ahead and go for the heal then. She's actually in a pretty compromised position right now, so we're going to have to kind of go forward a little bit. Oh, actually, that's perfect. She can go ahead and run back and wait for that debuff to fall off. Or, wait, that's our guy. Okay. So you go ahead and go here. So you're completely compromised at the moment. Let's see, we got 32, 88. What's our acid rain looking like right now? 53, 41. Alright, why don't we see about, because I don't actually know with his move if his thing will end up hitting Denim or not. So I'm thinking we maybe go over kind of this ways, see about attacking some of those squishies in the back there, because he should have range on him. So yeah, 120, 130, yeah, just do that. If anything, it'll keep their healing pointed backwards. Help us out in that regard. Dang crossbows. Alright, I should probably go break that crossbow, actually. Not to mention it's lightning on water. That should do a pretty solid number. Perfect. Just carve that defense into non-existence. Not that that really would have done anything more than one to begin with. Which, yeah, I gotta tell you, I'm legitimately looking forward to probably unarmed or cudgel only more than I was going back into a no aim cap rule set. But whatever, you know what? We'll just get through this real quick. Which, funnily enough, we've pretty much already kind of done the hardest part of this whole thing, because really the rest of it is just the speed run, but with a bit of slightly different execution. So, oh well. Yeah, the speed run has been very interesting to route out. Although it is, again, unexpectedly unpleasant to go back to the Switch. Like, man, how the hell did I play this long? This thing is not exactly as comfortable as I remember it being. Alright. That's looking pretty good right there. Pyom. And let's go ahead and get you over this way. It would be nice if you had the finisher, but you know what? The 150, whatever, that'll do the job just fine. She's credit up now, unfortunately. Now we can get the break on Feral. We don't really have too many kind of push-throughs as far as he goes, though. I'm thinking we're probably going to want to go for the stun here. So let's just go for the... He's got no poison at the moment. I do have some... I forgot to put his powder on. Probably just go for some very basic hits. Like, he's kind of like a magical archer in a way of just kind of relying on some debuffs to get his basic spells and stuff through. That's a very terrible example, but whatever. Alright. There we go. Perfect. Wasn't really sure if I was going to hit her up there on that rooftop. But we don't really want this guy in the back line right now. So we'll probably just take the faster hit to get him out of the way. Because I think we're all good on new units for the time being. I do have the sound effects turned way down, by the way. Primary reason being because that's just kind of where I had the settings when I last was doing this thing. Let's see, we got Knight moving up. He probably won't be able to do much outside of heal. Currently, yeah, probably just go for something like that. See if we can get him over. Oh, he actually could have done some better stuff. Okay. In that case, why don't we move you this direction, just get them all trapped in there. This might be a little too aggressive at the moment, but we'll see how it shakes out. And there we go, we baited out the caster in the back. She's going for the punch because she cannot move anywhere to get into a better shot. That's one of those downsides of longbows, that they do have some incredibly long range, but man oh man do they have absolutely nothing at short range. Okay. Stun's not going to do very much, but whatever. It's a action. It's some training. It's a stun. It's a debuff. It'll do a thing. Do you, by any chance, want to join us? Probably not. Alright, whatever. Let's see, what kind of numbers are you rolling with here? That'll do. Perfect. Again, this is why we use the range stuff. Okay. So you are not in too great of a position to throw out anything super nuts. If he goes right here, he can go ahead and target this one. There we go. Beautiful. Nice little indirect shenanigans. Knight's going to get pushed back, but that's okay. Kind of plays into us pretty decently here. Perfect. Wasn't 100% sure if he'd have an angle on her, but that'll do the job. I don't know why I wasn't sure, because that is a direct diagonal. I think it's a little bit just... Okay, so for the sake of context, it is super weird to see this right now, for a couple of reasons. But for like for the main part here, it's just the fact that for some reason the contrast is way the hell brighter. The colors are way brighter, but the actual distinction between the units is a bit worse on the Switch version for some reason, and it is screwing with my eyes. It's just super weird. Oh man, it's legitimately hard to get used to. I have no idea how the hell I actually played it under this setup for so long. It's it's very confusing. Okay. So, let's see, 152, but what if it was 405? Fantastic. Who needs cards anyway? That's a stat card. We can't pick that up either. You go over here. Alright. So you need to heal a bit. So, let's go ahead and do this. Like, for one thing that's on a video that I mean, I'm probably going to redo that video, to be honest. I didn't like how it turned out. But, like, generally speaking, waiting to take a effective action rather than just going for something ineffective right now is going to matter quite a bit more than trying to kind of aggressively push and take a big action every single round. Like, it's good for action economy and stuff like that on paper. But there's so many cases like for example, right there, I had the guy heal instead of going for the big hit there. Simply because, like, even though the heal itself won't be a gigantic move, the heal is a quick action, which will quickly kind of allow him to take a better move later because he didn't have anything with, like, potential modifiers on it. Although, that being said, even as a general rule, that's kind of one of those things that I guarantee would get misunderstood as a, like, you always have to do it, and there's really just, like, no hard and fast rules on always having to do anything. Wait, okay. So, one thing I probably should do, though, is probably buff this guy up for setting up some poison on Pharrell, because it's not like he's going to do super crazy numbers on either of these guys. Alright, maybe move him over here as a bit more of a meat shield, because no one's going to really target him that much for the moment, but they might move some units up front, and he might get those... oh, he doesn't even have his free stun yet. What am I talking about? Okay, whatever. Never mind. He's just going to sit there. In that case, you go after their caster, if you can. Alright, I think Pharrell has a heal. Let me make sure. Has heal? He does. Okay, so we'll go after him next. Or we can potentially... Yeah, that'd be a good move down the road. Actually, wait, didn't he roll his concentration? Is that 100%? That is 100%. His move isn't anywhere soon, though. What about this guy? He's right there. He's at full health. Yeah, you know what? Maybe just turn him off for the moment. Boop. There we go. And he is turned off. What about you? Doing a little bit of healthy stealing on you. Would be nice for a bigger number, but... well. Whatever, just target that guy nearby, then. It's definitely a little bit in risky territory for the time being, but if we fold back... Alright, if we fold back, we actually do have enough to still keep pushing forward, so whatever, we'll pull him back for the time being. Alright. Alright, that unfortunately blocks that side. So we got fire. Probably just go start hitting this guy, maybe. So yeah, 142, silence. He's gonna get targeted for sure, but like... okay, we're gonna have to hope for the best here. Okay. Heal up Ricky a little bit. And probably proceed to start flanking around the side. I want her to start maybe taking a few hits here. Probably take our Tremendous at this point, because we don't have our sleep move available just yet. Let's see, you're water, so we're not going to get any major advantages. Let's say this guy's probably pretty good and close to toast, so might be something to go for here. Or we can actually take this guy out of the fight temporarily, or we can throw this guy backwards. I'm thinking these guys are probably our biggest threat at the moment, so we'll just go and hunt them down for the moment. Let's see. There's nothing he'll be able to do support-wise, but he can punch his sister, so there we go. That'll be important. It's a very strategic decision, is the thing. He strategically has to eliminate the filthy card user. Wait a minute. That Berserker we picked up earlier, she's not using a... or wherever the hell... they don't have a card, right? Okay, good. No card on them. In that case... let's see, 150... yes. Just heal. Just heal for the time being. I was going to use him to shield bash back, but we got our soldier guy coming up. Yeah, you go here. Soldier guy pushes him forward. We have somebody else push beyond him because we need to relieve Khmer as soon as possible. He is not going to last long up there. In fact, I almost want to do something like this. No, that's 80. Alright. Maybe not. Alright, you move here. You take your mighty. You push that guy out of the way. I stop hitting stuff off my desk. There we go. That'll break him. He didn't get knocked backwards, though. It's too far for him to fall. That's not actually a mechanic. There's some kind of footing mechanic. I think stop might actually also have the properties that Leaden used to before, where it actually may potentially stop you from moving. Or actually, I guess it technically would be the same properties as shackle. So there's that. Anyway, at this point, he can roll for 30% poisons. So we'll go ahead and do that. I just want to land that poison on Pharrell because he's going to be the hardest target to deal with for the time being. We'll eventually breach him down the road, but for this second, it's something to have on there. Man, this is hurting my eyes just something real bad. All right, good. We can take that hit. Didn't pick up a card, so that's good. Let's see. You should be able to finish this guy, can't you? No, but you can silence him. So good. Either way, so he's dealt with for the moment. You don't have your stuff rolled. Sanguine should allow for finishing this guy. Or we could go for Heart Crusher and almost finish this guy, which actually should be able to be finished off by the Valk, allowing for the breach on this guy to be exploited by somebody else. So yeah, just do that. Man, Dagger Zerkers are just that good. Okay. So, you go over here at this point. Go for the Vulcan. It's not quite enough. What about the Dark Weight? Will that be enough? Barely. Alright, cool. Do that. So, get him taken care of. Because I think she... no, she's Earth. I was going to say maybe she's got some elemental advantage or something, but no. Let's see. 147... Archer's coming up, might be able to just finish him off outright. Maybe just go for the health... no, he doesn't even have a health steal, whatever. No, you just stay out of here, because you're damaged. I don't want to risk them getting hit by an earth move here. I mean, we're already kind of risking it with a couple of units up front there, so for the time being, as little risk as we can take would be ideal. Yeah, 308, that'll do. And hello, goodbye. Sad to see half your health bar go. Anyway, you're in good shape, but that would pick up a card. See, I'm getting better at that. Let's get this moved out of the way. You face that way. Do you have a healing item? You don't. Alright, why don't you flank? Kind of leaves our center open a little bit. Okay, I don't want to dedicate too much to the center here because, you know, kind of got a dude right there. I don't want to push our soldier in for obvious reasons as well. Really, I just want to get this like poison off and bail is the thing. All right, nothing there. That's fine. Again, cheap and quick, so we just kind of keep spamming that with him for as long as we need to. Yeah, go ahead and protect our guy here. Let's move our knight up. Keep forgetting we have to take out Cashra at some point. All right. It's a little bit risky, but I'm hoping that we'll be able to push through. So. Right. Yeah, potentially very risky here is the problem. While I do want him out of here as soon as possible, I'm expecting Pharrell to go for a hit, so I want him to set up a counter beforehand. Wow, that dude dropped a lot of stuff. Okay. Alright, we've got no odds of hitting that. Okay. Let's see here. 50, 60. Nothing too crazy that we really want to rely on for the moment, so just go ahead and shoot this. Got our guaranteed stun on here. Thinking she's probably the way to go for the time being. Alright. That's all well and good. Now, I want to protect the soldier guy. Oh, shoot. Hold on. Knocking stuff over, apparently. Okay, so you move here. Now let's see. If you go for here, 118. Like, the part of the problem is that this baits Pharrell into probably one-shotting him. He goes here, he takes the card. I mean, he probably won't have his Rendingale ready just yet, but, like, it's a possibility and not necessarily one that I want to risk. But how the hell else do we heal that guy, though? Because we don't have any healing potential whatsoever, but if we go and block him, then we at least have something. So I'm thinking we move here. We top off Khmer, use them as a wall for the time being. They take their shots wherever they may be. Perfect. Okay, you just kind of hang out here, I guess. Alright. Actually, wait, I did have a healer, didn't I? Whatever. Okay, well, go ahead and heal Tornado then, so hopefully you can get out of here. Unless there's anything else we want to do here. Let's see, 93, 54... Nah, not really worth it for the time being. Just go ahead and heal up that guy. And we'll actually go ahead and run her backwards. If he decides to go for the attack, that is going to pull him... Oh. The amount of spam calls I've been getting lately is unreal. Okay, and back to spamming more poison. Do we roll it on Khmer? Maybe. This area's free. He's a perfectly capable meat shield. Got plenty more health than anybody else, so let's go ahead and move him up here. Roll for that 30% again, and there we go. So, he has now just lost about half his health, probably. So that's something. Kashua can get out of here. Perfect. Let's see. Finishers should probably be our only go-to against Pharrell here. We just don't want to chance it. And there we go. Let's go ahead and crit him right into the Fizz card. Perfect. Totally what I meant to do. Don't question it. Her finishers, I believe, are disabled, aren't they? Yes. Okay, so plan here is not to have one. We're just going to go ahead and go hit this guy. Boom. There we go. We do this thing called pray. Perfect. Worked. Absolutely worked. Okay. Next up, fire on you. There we go. One more shot and some poison will do the trick. Let's move you on this way. I don't think this guy will have enough damage potential to really one-shot anybody. Khmer is not exactly the strongest dude here, but he will do the job tanking well enough. He is going to be more capable of taking that hit than Tornado will be. Again, for the purposes of making it clear, it's not necessarily that his defenses are higher. It's just that he's in a better position to do so, because 30% extra damage versus Tornado, because lightning and all of that kind of some suchery. I know it gets annoying that I keep repeating that, but dude, it's completely nuts to me how people still do not understand that there's a weakness system in the game. It's like it's one of the core features, and then like every other video is just like, no, you're stupid. Stats are the only thing that matter for anything ever. It's like, okay, so the entire speedrun is under leveled. Why? Like, why exactly? Can you clearly beat 40s with 30s? Like, it's right there, you know. Anyway. All right. Let's see. Probably tap and throw a rock in this case, because she should probably. Oh, I guess I was gonna say she should just take one more poison tick and she's done, but I guess just get smushed by a rock lady. Yeah, you just stay well out of range over there, and then if we can maybe roll maybe a stun on her, that'd be ideal. Probably should be going for more heals, but you know what? Just attempt to go for the stun instead. Yeah, let's just sit here. Probably have you drop a finisher at this point, because he's getting pretty close to doing one of his own. In fact, next round, it's almost guaranteed he's going to throw out a boosted Rending Gale on somebody. Now Wind will resist it. Chimera was close last time, so it's anyone's guess. I would assume... Between the two of them, I'm going to assume Chimera would probably be taking the bigger hit, so we'll just go ahead and heal him up here instead, and see how we... Yeah. So, it ended up going up by about 40 in that particular instance. There we go, bonk him in the face, get stabbed with a knife, as you do. Was kind of hoping for the silence there a little bit. Just drop more finishers, he'll probably take a poison tick, and then we can be done, y'all. There we go. Who's next to join him on the shanking parade? How about you? Let's go ahead and... I don't know if Sweaty Palms will... I just want to test if Sweaty Palms will trigger the pincer. Yeah, it totally does. Neat. Alright, actually... this should still not hit, right? Yeah, no, it doesn't. But there we go. We'll just finish him off with a ninja then. Yes, yes, Wind Dervish. And now he is deadish. Yes, yes, and we are off. So, there we go. One more in the books, as it were. Probably should save it on a different save file, just on the off chance that I end up... Oh, sweet. We got our first of the leftover XP charms. Wants to be recruited? Sure. Do you want to recruit this unit? Sure. Just leave them as their normal name. Okay. Alright, so we are going to be betraying Folkert. So here is the deal. We are downgrading all of his stuff. He's been given sleeves so that he can jump farther, but we are taking his armor. His leggings are fine. His helmet is fine. Do we just give him more swords? I don't know. Give him... Ooh, you know what we do? We shield glitch him and see what he does. Yeah, okay, what happens if we double shield this guy? And I wonder if this'll... I wonder how it'll end up seeing this. So, okay, weird practical application for this, by the way. It's kind of an interesting one. So if you happen to be in a case where your crush defense is dramatically higher than your slash defense in the case of like a sword build or whatever else, you can't technically just like use the shield swap to switch yourself over to a crushing profile while using a slashing weapon. So theoretically, we could just like max out his crush resistance here if we were to say go for something like this. So rather than going for all that slash defense, he's going all for crush. Now, granted, in the early game, this is kind of a what the hell are you doing kind of situation, but, you know, theoretically, this could be pretty handy, especially down like later on in the relic stage and what have you. Could be a handy thing to do. Does he have access to the thingy where he eats hits per people? I don't think so. Do we Constitution him anyway? Like, we're going to sacrifice him, but... I mean, we're going to take Phalanx off, because we're not doing that with him. But, Pincer, sure. Swap that in, because technically speaking, he's got 3 fights to die here. And, I mean, if we want to go for maximum betrayal potential, then, you know, we kind of want to give him a chance. Actually, you know, let's just put the... we're going to steal his armor, but we're going to do some other stuff with that in a moment. Who's my casty sword? I feel like you should be the one getting the boulder in this case. So we'll go ahead and give that to you. Give you a little bit more intelligence. Get you more slash defense with that helmet. Give you more slash defense with that boulder. Give you more... You just keep your pants, man. You keep your pants. And he doesn't really need anything extra aside from extra defense, so we'll just throw that on him. And I don't think he's got... Oh yeah, he does have Instill, doesn't he? Neat! That's slightly more damage. It's something. What the hell was your deal again? I don't know, but you certainly exist. We should probably buy more stuff, shouldn't we? Yeah, let's do that. Yeah, right. Yeah, I forgot. We get rich again at this point. Let's see. Go to here, do the thing, quick restock, sure, buy all of it. Probably don't even bother with more of those. More of those, maybe. Actually, that probably was a little bit of a waste of money. Oh well. Oh well, we'll deal. Don't have poison yet, so I don't care. What about class marks? We shouldn't have anything new, but on the off chance of why not, probably pick up some of those in case we need them. What about new crafting options? Keep thinking crafting's not allowed for this run when it totally is. Do we get anything special for this shield? It's a lot of crushy defense, actually. We can't buy this yet, can we? If I randomly go silent for a second, by the way, it's because it's funny. I have two different timeout timers going on right now, where every now and then it'll just kind of completely time out on me here. So like one screen turns off and then the other screen turns off and blah 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 blah. Anyway, so in this particular case, just for the sake of it'll be funny to see what happens, we'll just go ahead and put in a better shield on you. So, here's what we do. We take the thing, we put it over here, we give him the defense, okay? So he's got the defense, he's got the other defense. Theoretically, his defense should be off the dang charts right now. So yeah, I guess there's that. So he's Turtle Man. He has become Turtle Man. It's just his thing now. We need to additionally turtle him harder. There we go. He's Ultimate Turtle Man now. By the way, if you're wondering, he will not shield bash with a phalanx or with a pincer. He'll just sort of punch. So he'll survive this one, which will unlock the next fight, which will go from there. Mostly because we need to unlock all of them and then get all of them killed off right before during the Dagon fight. That's what I'm going for here. Try to have some fun with this, you know. Also, let me double check that we still have no end caps. I'm gonna feel pretty stupid if we got one of those and I wasn't paying attention. Still no end caps. Okay, good. That is the thing. Orky dorky, off to Godriga. We don't need any Archies for this one. Could use some healing, though. So you got Blessing, don't you? I feel like you got Blessing at this point. Yeah, you got Blessing. Put that on there. You don't really need that range right now, so if you got a Caldia, you don't. Well, fine. I guess you don't have a Caldia then. You already have that. I mean, the hammers for just hammer resistance, I guess. Sure. Put you on there. Man, this is hurting my eyes. Something fierce. It's gonna be weird to get used to again. Alright, Bicep Glory, I assume... Yeah, you wouldn't have anything new anyway. I guess we're just good to go here. So this fight's a little different, in that the guy's just going to charge forward, basically. All we do is hang back, and we just let Volker do his thing. If he dies, basically the others are dead anyway. So I guess technically speaking, we don't have to do all the fights, do we? Like, we're not going for all dead in Warren Report. We're just going for every named character dies. So, I mean, technically, in this case, which actually probably should have gone for recruiting some death chickens, shouldn't I? Technically, in this case, all that we really need is, actually, wait a minute. Do I have Subdue on him? No, I don't. Okay. Yeah, technically, all we would really need is just all of them to be dead, which would be as simple as Fulkert and Bayan dying here. So, yeah. Just use Fulkert as a meat shield. Bayan will handle some of the fight by himself. And that actually could save us a decent bit of effort. Speed this run up a little bit, you know? Hurt my eyes a little bit less staring at this weirdly high-contrast screen. Why is it like that? Alright. Wait, why am I healing you? You picked up a card last time. You're a heathen. Yeah, just go for the empower. I really should have just gone for the chicken subduing at this point, because that's a pretty obvious given here. Well, oh well. Go for a little bit of stun on ye chicken. Actually, it probably wouldn't be a terrible idea if we're not doing for Rampa to go and actually kill off said chickens, because they actually drop some rarer parts, believe it or not. Alright, come here, can stay there. Tornado stays over here. We technically have no ice units that we can control, so that's helpful. That's not really doing much for us. Either way, we're not really going to go past this line right here. Just as last time, we're going to then pull back to the wall, as you do. Actually, wait, I do have ice units. I have axes. I have temporary ice units. That is useful. Alright. Let's see. Yeah, you just stay right there. Really just breach and punish is all we need to worry about with these chickens. It's like, realistically, after a couple rounds, like, as long as we're just focusing one of them, we should be good and safe. In fact, actually, if Fulgurt survives this round, we can just betray him in the next one, too. So that's an option. Alright, let's go ahead and have our Cyclops snort some stuff here so we can get some poison going. Next, why don't you go ahead and punch this guy, I think. Is that a good idea? That might be a good idea. We're going to pretend it's a good idea, even if it isn't. So you go punch that guy. You're going to go for the Benum. That one in the back picked up something, which I think is a skill card. Yeah, he's skill carded, so you just go ahead and stun him. Good, good. It's one step closer to something, probably. Here, let's see. Perfect, okay. Sorry, just resizing stuff on my side. Won't really show up any different on your side. Okay, so they hit that guy, you hit that guy. Yeah, that is some... That's actually a pretty practical approach, I gotta say. Shield only might not be that bad. Whatever, we'll look at that later. But yeah, shield only might be pretty good. Alright, so they're probably going to go after either our Valk or the Ninja next, which would be ideal, because again, we want them to get close. We breach, we punish. We did not bring enough archers to do the breach and punish very well, but it's technically still an option. Okay. Can't guarantee this, but we can swing it. He doesn't have any earth units up front, so it was worth the roll. Man, that just seriously hurts to look at. Why are you like that? You are 1 point off from making that work. No breach, unfortunate. Okay. Heal up that guy a little bit, because we're about to be taking some serious hits in a moment here, unfortunately. In fact, we need you doing your stuff as much as possible, because after their initial hits, they are going to slow down for a little while. After they do their initial like breath rolls and things like that, and I'm hoping the reason that I have like Denim and a Knight and Denim and the reason we're going for this shape right here, I'm hoping one will go for like breath from this side, one will go breath from this side, which should hopefully mean that they're targeting on weakness right here and not going for these two back here, which would be a lot bigger of a problem. Is this? I thought that was supposed to be. Oh wait, that's not the rapier. Okay, I need the rapier. Shoot, I was hoping to go for that inflicting false strike. I really should put that back on somebody. All right, go for that. Because yeah, Shamshire is all well and good. 5% extra people damage. Crap, they are going for it. Well, okay. At least one of them stumbled, and we only lost our poison guy for the time being. And we're still putting out some pretty healthy numbers. Yeah, Fulgurt's under absolutely no threat right here. I am 100% borrowing that shield strategy for the Knights. That is working way better than I'd hoped. Alrighty. See, 144, but that's he's running berserk right now. All right. Go ahead and shield bash this guy away, just for now. Alright, they charge forward. You heal. You probably don't have an ease of any description, so just go ahead and go for one of these. Let's see, probably move her over this way, though, just to have her more in the corner. Because as the guy gets closer, we're going to have more pocket problems. Alright, good. He's out of poison. Or he's out of petrification, rather. Let's go for the poison. Again, I realize that this may not seem like it makes sense, but it makes sense. Alright, roller concentration, just turn him off. Chicken off. There we go. Solid. The chicken has been turned off. Holy sweet Jesus, 242 with a shield. Okay. I don't think we can betray Folker just yet. We're going to have to strip him down for the next fight. That shield is just too good. All right. I mean, granted, a lot of that was the fact that this guy is running a elemental disadvantage and all that, but man, it's not bad. It's not bad. Let's see here. What do we want to hit? Could go for the lizard guy, maybe. Maybe just go for the heal instead, actually. We need to deal with chickens before we even bother with anything else. Our meat shields are currently trying their best, but it's going to be a second. Yeah, 249. Hit him one more time, and we should be good to go. It's kind of interesting how this run is kind of making a kill all practical in many ways. Yeah, there we go. We got the false strike. I mean, I know 20% doesn't sound like much, but it is much. Yes. She's out of here. Goodbye. So long. We'll see you off in Chapter 4. Okay. What is dinging on my phone? Dingy things are dinging on my phone. Okay. Next order of business. What are we looking at here? Thinking Tornado needs some support before he gets got. We're starting to get a little piled on here. Currently our dude is still... I mean, he's still living up there. He's somehow surviving this. So really wouldn't say much to him actually surviving for the time being. As long as we betray him in the next one, we're good to go. As long as they are dead by the final story interaction, and it wouldn't hurt to have more meat shields. So, you know, do as you do. Okay. I think we need chicken gone. So fear break the chicken, please. There we go. As we take 20 minutes to roll through all of the stuff that's wrong with this chicken. Okay. You go there. That would have been funny if she got smacked off. Alright, Khmer is getting dangerously low right now. I need him out of there ASAP. A little bit surprised that Archer went for that shot, actually. Concentration would have been ideal there, but unfortunately no dice. Are you training daggers by chance? No, you're training bows. Okay, in that case, I need you to do this. Okay, silence, stun. Fantastic, man. This chicken's having a terrible day right now. Alright, roll your double. She didn't roll the double. Unfortunate. Whatever, basic heal will be enough to keep him trickling on for now. I'm gonna do that. You want to go ahead and do one of them. Just kind of get out of there for now. There we go. Yeah, probably just have him out of the way completely. Alright, she's gonna move that way, as you do. Man, oh man, Switch version, you look so pretty right now. Or, deck version, I should say. Got any advantages here? You can go for this one. Got some birds moving in. Not too much that we want to deal with there. Yeah, I think just go for the chicken. Because we want to pick up their drops as soon as possible. So basically, if you didn't know, they have a chance to drop some monster parts and things, which, since we're not doing other things later on down the road, does mean that we'll be able to potentially get those here and maybe not elsewhere. She's going to go ahead and use her instill here to hope... Oh shoot, that is just barely not enough. Bummer. That's kind of a bummer. Oh well. That one dropped an ore, so that one might drop something better. Okay, that's bad. Yeah, I mean, nothing we can do about him at this point. Again, we'll betray him next time. It is what it is. We're not chancing anything with this chicken, though. Goodbye. I know he's feared and all that, but we need him gone. Alright, so we got... Wait, we got logs. Okay, so it was... We didn't get the drop anyway. Okay, heal her up. He's still kind of holding the line here for a little bit. I need you over here dropping this one. As much as I'd like to heal up Khmer for the time being, he will survive one more round. She doesn't appear to have any crit cards on her. And we need to start pushing this back a little bit. So we're going to go ahead and go in here and kind of split up their lines. There we go. As much as I want to get the birds gone, I don't think I can reasonably touch them for the time being. Right, they're going to get knocked down. That lizard is going to be a problem. Ooh. Very nice. Okay. Okay. So he's probably going to take care of that archer back there. His days are certainly numbered, though. And by numbered, I mean 1. As in, he's pretty much done for. Yeah, we need our sponge moving in this way. I didn't see if she rolled her double, but either way, we need to do this over here. Get everybody all healed up. Every tool doing its job, as it were. Is his... Yeah, his stuff is still up. So I'm thinking we move him over here, do a little bit of body blocking. We want to body block that lizard as much as possible, drop some poison to get him weakened. It doesn't, like, weaken him offense-wise, but it does mean that he's going to be a little bit more kind of pliable down the road. And actually, we're going to drop the fear on him at this point, too, just to break his offense entirely, because, again, crit card, lizard, we do not want to chance that right now. Alright, Khmer is really, really on the ropes right now. Okay, let's see. Maybe go for a little bit of a peck on the bird. It's like he's got his debuffs for now. He's rocking his silence for the moment. He might be able to drop one on her, but honestly, just go for the peck. It's not worth it. There we go. Nice 180 over there. Do you have any healing on you? Yeah, just eat it. Eat it and beat it. And it don't need to be getting missiled any harder. He can barely take one more fireball from her, and there he goes. Alright, so Sistina is gone. We can't save her anymore, which means that Fulkert will be sacrificed in the next one. We do need her gone at this point. Alright, let's see. We got Earth, we got Breach. We got some good numbers on you, probably. Which would leaden him, which would mean he's probably not circling around anywhere. Might do better on this one, though, because we need this lizard gone. I don't really want to be chancing that right now. And let's close up this gap, which unfortunately still leaves us with one guy over there. Jeez, Fulkert, calm down. Oh, man, this dude's going nuts over here. Like, out-damaging the entire team with his frickin' shield. Alright, so that guy's done and dealt with. What about you? Yeah, 190 is pretty solid, but he needs to be healing. Just kind of hold for the time being. Alright. You do one over here. And we should be pretty well stable at this point, I think. Okay, let's see. Yeah, you're good there. We might be able to re-up poison over here. Acid Rain on him probably wouldn't do too terribly. Blast, maybe not so much. Yeah, I think just go for the trickle poison on this guy. There's more of it going down there for the time being. Slight risk here. Let's see, how far can you move? This is going to be a tad troublesome. Shoot. Not worth the risk. Alright, alright, pop this guy real quick. I have to do something about that caster up there pretty soon here. Let's see, you need some assistance, potentially some double assistance this way. Do that. And actually, wait a minute, somebody's at the door. I will be right back. Okie dokie, man. Never fails. As soon as you start one of these things, somebody goes wants to sell you something. Alrighty, let's wrap this up. So far, the situation's looking stable, I think. Of course, you know, then we'll inevitably run into some kind of fudgery at the very last second, but hopefully not. Always annoying when that happens. Alright, so, let's see, we got the one dude spooked. Got that one dude broken. If we move you, you're getting, like, one tap for sure. If we do this, that gets her within one-shot range for something or other. We definitely don't want to have any Earth units nearby Mr. Axie Zerker up there. Man, Volkert is trying really hard to not get himself betrayed, I will say that much. Like, you know, props to him. Props to him. I mean, we're still going to betray him, but it's just, you know, you got to appreciate the effort. He's trying really, really hard to be likable. I mean, it's not that they're not likable. They're extraordinarily, like, basically spelunking down in the friend zone, but in terms of their, you know, personal situation. But, like, in general, they're, you know, they're still a likable dude. All right. Any darn ways. Let's go ahead and break that guy with an axe hit real quick. An ice hit, rather. Oh, dear. Okay, well, that guy's gotten even more threatening now. Let's see, you're spooked. Let's see, let's see, how far are you running? About that far. Shoot, is there some way? Yes, you can go over here, give this dude the suck, and poison should finish him off. So, realistically, best case scenario, and again, to further explain why I always set this up, is that you can basically just have a unit dying from poison, potentially attack them in a way that allows them to get taken out, but potentially also sets up a way for them to not get taken out down the road, if that makes sense. Like, right now, they're poisoned, they're dying off from that poison. If somebody doesn't save them, they might waste somebody's turn, and I picked the worst possible way to explain that, but that's what I'm kind of getting at here. Okay, sorry, it has been a week. Okay, no, you just do nothing for the moment. He's literally 1 point off from doing poison. It's so dang cheap, but he can't even do that. Let's see. If I have a brand on somebody, that's definitely worth considering. In fact, I kind of want to run up and I think he's gonna counter pretty good there. If I got a brand on anybody, I definitely gotta drop that on this dude because he is looking real threatening right now. For the time being, just go here, do a heal. This lizard is about to take his turn. I just got a bad feeling about that. Is the thing. So goodbye. Yeah, you would have died from poison anyway, but for now, you're now just dead there, and I don't have to worry about it. Do I have a sacrifice anywhere? Okay, I do have Benumb on him. And concentration rolled, but just Benumb is what we need. Just need to get this guy dealt with as soon as possible, because he's basically going to be able to one-tap just about anybody with that upgrade right now. If the Knights rolled Phalanx, maybe Denim might be able to take that. Because if he goes for the finisher, he's going for that. So Denim's fire, he'd be resistant to that. It would help him out. So I'm thinking like Denim, maybe Lodwick, maybe Tornady would be able to take that hit. Everybody else, not so much. Would be good if Fulcrum went up there. I'm thinking Knights and Denim for sure, though. And yeah, she's definitely going for him, so Tornady's definitely getting out of here. If I could take an action, that would be ideal. I would like that Baldur gear, please. Gonna give Tornady a little bit of a patch job over here. Yeah, come here, you just kind of sit for the moment. Let's see, no brands on you, that would have been dandy. 167 if we're feeling like living dangerously here. I'm thinking, yeah, just charge you ahead, and maybe we just... Okay, so the reason I'm doing this here, so I'm charging him ahead in order to break her down so that we don't have any follow-up. I need you going over this way. That is a non-card, so it's acceptable. Just drop a finish. Actually, there we go. We got a brand. Brand him. Alrighty, back to it. Let's wrap this thing up. So, let's see what we're doing here. Got the dude stunned, got him branded. Where's Tornado at? Oh yeah, Tornado's way up there. You're over here. Who's threatened? Probably Velk and Healer are the most threatened right now, so we just move you around this way. Spell Strike went away. That's a bit of a bummer, but you know what? That's fine. Still make this work. Let's see. You probably don't like that very much. You definitely don't have that. Don't want that very much. I probably should have just gone for the overhead there. Just take the. Well, actually, I guess it wouldn't have been a guarantee. It's still kind of weird to me that the overheads went from a guarantee to, well, to not being a guarantee to just being a thing that can miss pretty reliably. There we go. He just went ahead and missed that. That works. Let's see. We got finisher-wise here. We don't deal with anything finisher-wise. You need a little bit of a healer before you get tapped. So we sort you out. Probably just trap this guy in for the moment, although he really doesn't have much that he can do anyway. Yeah, we need to deal with that dude over there, so just Fearful Impact him, probably. In fact, can I fear you by chance? It would just be a breach. I mean, it wouldn't hurt to rush him down at this point. I feel like every round we're just kind of asking to get got. 64. It wouldn't be a terrible idea to do that either. Just do a bit of health steal in some direction here. Probably just go for this guy, take the heal, block him in. Probably go about here. Maybe go for the counter breach. While his defense isn't as crazy as some of the other ones, I would still think he's probably going to be okay there. Let's see. Probably top you guys off, even though I really should be going for the Cyclops. I want them to go into position, block this guy in, and then go for other things, like you go for the Ice Prison. Just kind of do whatever damage you can. There we go. Alright, that did the total opposite of what I was hoping it would do. Fine. Whatever. Let's see, we got a little bit of a magic-y type nonsense. Do you got a Shadowbind ready? Yes. That guy's about to have his turn, though, so we'll just go ahead and stop him. He can just die from poison. Yeah, you're ready to get back in the party. What else we got going on here? You're running Earth, so just see about magicifying this guy. Yeah, maybe not. Bow? I mean, that would lower his movement a little bit. Actually, maybe see about turning off that bird so he doesn't fly away. Seems like it might be a good idea. Alright, so it's... okay, it didn't land the leaden. It's alright, we can work around that. Go for the slap. Slap wouldn't help us much. Go for the poison. Poison would, but low odds. Still super weird that that can miss. Okay, go for the heal +2 then. And probably just move your way on this way, because we don't really have too much stuff that's being threatened up there. You move you into position. Punch. Probably thinking I probably should have dropped that breach earlier. Maybe we can have this fight ending earlier, but... oh well. Let's see, 119... You're not doing very much aside from just a basic attack on something, which should be fairly obvious. Just hit this dude. Fine and fine. Yeah, you just do wizardy type stuff. Perfect. Oops. Knocking stuff over, as you do. Are you just a basic wizard? I guess these guys can be basic wizards. Wonder if there's any potential use to that down the road. Probably not. Yeah, just in case. Heal you up. Interrupt your movement, just in case you got anything threatening coming up. What do you got here? Alright, that can work. I'll take it. He got breached. He got hit. You know what? I'll take it. That's a pretty solid outcome, all things considered. Probably. Let's see. Where do we want to drop this heal? Probably do the area heal on these guys. All right. And if we want to just do the old healthy suck on this guy, that should get him out of the way for the time being, by which I mean get him out of the way permanently, then we don't have to worry about him anymore. So he's gone. And potentially gives us a few more loot drops here. You're going for that guy. I could not care less. Could go for knife. We probably don't want to go for knife. Could go for stun. Definitely go for stun. Just re-up that mass. Get you out of the way for the time being. We got you coming up. You should finish this guy. Perfect. Cut that dude. Alright. Got a false strike. Yeah, definitely go for that. I know it's going to seem weird, again, to be so excited about that. But again, we've already proven its worth, so... Alright, do that. By any chance, are you able to finish this dude? 69, just barely. Okay. I think we're going to go ahead and set this up anyway. It's like, it's really, really close. I would rather just have him be out of the way. Just end this fight as quickly as possible. We're not exactly in a gigantic amount of threat right now. It just, for the sake of, you know, let's just go ahead and guarantee the win here and call it good before something stupid happens. Nope. Have a bad one. Okay, so that's that done, and... Okay, that leaves us with some new fancies, ways of the gauges, which means that we now get blowguns. Let the blowing commence! And stuff like that. Everyone's got some levels, we got some different level caps last time, blah blah blah, stuff happens, people talk, we take boat, and... Oh, right, I guess technically we missed out on Sad Boat. Oh well, whatever. That's fine. So, anyway, we just need to make sure he dies now. So, what we do is we go over here, and we're all like, hey, dude, it sure would be a shame if somebody ran off with your undies or something. And then, you know, he's like, oh, man, somebody ran off with my undies. But then it's cool because he found this sword or whatever. So, you know, that's the thing. And so he's going to go ahead and put on one of these. And then, you know, I guess he just put on some shorts because we wanted him to be decent. So there's that. And, yeah, so we're actually going to give him the jumpy gloves, too. He will die and drop these, and we'll need him later. But the reason we're doing that is because we want him, ideally... Actually, do we... No, we want the chainmail for somebody else. The reason we want to do this is we don't want him to die immediately, but we do want him to die. So we'll just give him some complete crap armor for the time being. You, however, are going to take that other Balder here. And there we go. That'll be pretty good, because she could use some improvement on her casting, and technically by this point, the dex is becoming less of a thing. And again, other video on this, but I just want to point this out for anyone that might have missed it up to this point. Like, look at the dex going down there. The reason why this is good now, whereas previously it was, you know, a different story. Like, as far as dex goes, like why the bonuses at one point are significant and not significant another one is always just down to, like, what percentage is whatever the hell you're removing out of what you're doing. So, like, improving that 10 defense doesn't really matter a huge amount. Improving their casting potential doesn't really matter a huge amount. Because, again, it's just another drop in the bucket. You know, it's 4 intelligence out of 88 is not nothing. You know, it's definitely an increase. I think statistically it's like a 6-something% increase. So, like, right now, yeah, that matters. That is going to be noticeable right now. Later on down the road, when everyone's running 250s, that is going to be less than, what would it be, like, technically like 1 to 2%, depending on how you want to count it. So, at that point, it would not matter as much. But, anyway, we'll go ahead and slap this helmet on you. I thought I already did this, didn't I? I don't know. Maybe I'm just crazy. That's almost guaranteed. Was planning to do something with you, but I don't remember. This guy, however, definitely earned himself a fancy shield, so we'll go ahead and do that. There you go. Fancy shield for you, sir. Got a stabby type weapon though. Let's see, 4. Get some stabby type armor. This is stabby type armor. You get some of that. Is that helmet better stabby? It is not. This is good stabby armies. These are good stabby leggies. Alright, you're good. You're all anti-stabbied right now. And that's the thing that I like to see. Alright, get a bit of a heal on you. Maybe go ahead and load you up with some of these leaves so that you can go ahead and spam some of that knife shooty nonsense. And okay, so aside from that, I think what we're going to do is, let's see. Probably do something like this. And then now we'll go ahead and look for a rapier. Boom, and then I'm going to go ahead and do something like this. And then my friggin' thing will turn off again. And there we go. Now, you can go in the water, you can heal, you can do all that other stuff, and you can go ahead and be ridiculously defensive. So, dandy. He does get a defensive bonus from this thing, doesn't he? I mean, technically, possibly no, but also possibly yes. It's unclear, to be honest. I'm thinking this probably should be something different. Like, I'm thinking if we put this over here, we put this piece over here, like, we want this to be crushing, so, you know, double Aspis would probably be better for his particular case. At least theoretically, anyway. Let's see. Yeah, that's crushy. That's better crushy. I don't know. I don't actually know how much this is helping, but it probably is to some degree. Let's see. Yeah, probably chain leggings 1 would not be a terrible idea. But either way, we'll figure out the metas, as it were, as time goes on. Let's see, give you phalanx, give you, I guess, health or something. There we go. Lodwick is... We probably should have done this with Bricky. It makes more sense with him. But these guys have, frankly, been doing piss all for damage anyway, so, you know, kind of whatever. But I think we'll actually upgrade, side grade, downgrade you to the Rapier +1 here. Love how... he's got absolutely no sword skill on him whatsoever. But okay, that will have to be that for the time being. I'm thinking we actually just get rid of his sword skill whatsoever. We'll replace him with an actual sword guy at some point. But yeah, that'll have to be that for now. Y'all have a good one. Take care.